and welcome to the Mindset Coach podcast, the show where coaches and coaches-to-be tune in to learn how to integrate mindset coaching tools and neuroscience-based techniques into their practice and grow and scale a coaching business they love. I'm your host, Lara Young, founder of the Mindset Coach Academy, author of 52 Adventures to Change Your Life, award-winning business owner, coach and coach trainer. Tune into this podcast each Friday, free on all the podcasting apps, and click to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And remember, mindset is everything. Would you hire yourself? Now, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about whether or not you'd actually hire yourself in your business. Now, it's interesting because I think a lot of talk is around, how to get clients and how to build a team. But I want to depart from that today, and I want to create a new discussion, which is around looking at yourself as a business owner and as a coach and deciding whether or not you would actually hire yourself based on the way that you're showing up in your business. Now, this really speaks, I guess, to a number of different things. It speaks to your identity. It speaks to your habits and behaviours. It speaks to your skill level in your coaching practice. And so let's dive in and really explore whether or not you would hire yourself given the choice. So what are some of the things that make you decide whether or not to hire someone? What are those hiring choices based on? Well, you may not realize this, but I have had a long career in the corporate world as the global head of HR, human resources, and organizational development and change. And so over the course of my years in that environment, I've hired a lot of people, right? Or I've overseen recruitment teams who are responsible for hiring into organizations. And, there's so many amazing hiring tools, aren't there? So from basic, interview questions to psychometric diagnostics to emotional intelligence, general intelligence, personality profiling tools. There are so many ways that we can actually look at whether or not someone is suitable for the job, whether they're the right cultural fit. We look at their CV, we look at their background. What are they bringing to the table? Do they fit with the team? What's the vision for the role? What's the vision for the person? All of those things combine in hiring decisions. And so today I want to take some time, and for you to take some time to really be honest with yourself and think about whether or not you'd hire yourself into your business. And so, we all have good days and we have bad days, right? And this is interesting. And I think, when we do hire a team member or when we hire into organizations, we are looking at fit, aren't we? But we're also the person we hire we're hiring them on a good day. We're hiring them on a great day. We are hiring that person when they are performing at their 100% best. You don't interview someone for a job and think to yourself, oh, they'll be okay. They'll do an all right job. Oh, they're probably capable of doing about 60% of it. Oh no, you make a hiring decision based on that person and your belief that they will be able to deliver 100% of the time, 100% energy, really showing up as their best self every single day. You don't hire them based on the fact that they're going to have an off day, that they're going to want a duvet day, that they're going to be less productive some days than others, that they're going to be chatty Cathy and not productive. And so really what we're wanting to do is to think about you in terms of what is and who are you on a good day. What's a good day for you, and how are you showing up on the days when you're absolutely firing on all cylinders? Because let me tell you this, we do have peaks and troughs in performance, don't we? We do have those days where we think, oh my gosh, I just can't be bothered, or my cogs aren't firing properly today. The little grey cells aren't seeming to fire on all cylinders, and I'm not really into it. And so one of the things that I want you to really think about and start to map out is, What are those times when you're having a good day? What are all the ingredients that need to be in place for you to, and I hope you know what I'm talking about here. You know, those days where you're just on fire, everything just flows and goes really easily. You know, your writing skills are on point, your coaching skills are on point. You feel good about yourself. You've stepped into that identity as that business owner, as that CEO, and you're feeling a whole different energy level when you're in that space of owning it, you know, of absolutely knowing that you have the skill, the capability, you have the behaviors and the habits that you need to have to actually show up and do the work and deliver. And not only that, but you do it in a shorter time frame than you do on those days where you're literally dragging yourself around. So one of the things that I suggest that you do is to really start to map out and just do it in your diary, in your notes on your phone, wherever is most comfortable for you. It's almost like, you know, it's almost like a food diary. But what I want you to keep is it's a combination of a how do I feel and productivity diary. You know, how did I approach work on this day? What were my thoughts when I woke up? How was I feeling? What were all the ingredients? You know, and sometimes for me, some of the ingredients is I get up and I dry my hair and I put makeup on and I get out of my track pants or my pajamas and I dress as the CEO that I am. And sometimes that can be a big difference for me in how I approach the day. You know, sometimes it's how the morning goes. Sometimes it's, you know, how I'm feeling physically in my own body. And so it's really about noticing how you're feeling and how productive you are and what are the little ingredients that make a big difference for you. Want to learn more about how you can become a certified mindset coach? Head on over to our website, www.mindsetcoachacademy.com/coach certification, and you'll find all the information that you need, along with a button to book a call with me to talk about how you can become the best coach you can be. The other thing I want you to pay attention to is what are your energy levels like throughout the day? Because let me tell you, you can be following every single productivity hack in the book, but if your energy levels aren't aligned to the times of day that you're trying to do activities, then you are not going to get the results. You're simply not going to be productive. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, look, I'm a morning person. I always have been. I am a lot more articulate, a lot more clear in the mornings. And I find that in the mornings, they're my go-to times for doing the things that I need to deliver that require that level of thought work. Because by about sort of 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I like to call it the after school time. By about that time, I am absolutely, that's me done, right? And it's where I think I need a snack, I need an energy boost. I really need to be in a space where I'm having a bit of downtime. And it's also, coincidentally, the time that my children finish school, but there's a natural hiatus there in the day for me. And then what happens is I tend to pick up on my energy when the children are in bed. I tend to have around about an hour's worth more energy then, where I'm feeling a lot more, you know, sparky. The day, I'm almost done for the day and my energy returns. So what I want you to do is I want you to really map out those energy peaks and troughs. Now, I also want you to start to ask yourself the question, are you giving it 100%? Like, what percentage are you giving your work every day? And let me tell you again, it's not going to be 100% every day, okay? Well, maybe it is, and that's fantastic. I'd love to know how you do it, because that's ultimately what we're aiming for is even if you're working in fits and starts and short bursts, are you giving it the full attention, the dedication that it requires? Are you showing up 100% for that task? And really just be honest with yourself. You don't have to show anyone else. And really then think about, what can I be doing differently? How can I transition? How can I make that 100%? How can I uplift and up level even by 1% in a day or in a moment that I'm focusing on my work? What habits can I have? What thoughts can I have that really are going to elevate me when I am focusing on this thing, this client, this piece of admin work, this piece of content writing, what are the ingredients that I need to have? It could be a lucky pen, could be putting on your makeup, it could be sitting in a certain room, or, being in a certain environment that really sparks you and sparks your creativity. So take some time to really do that analysis of what are all the ingredients that absolutely need to be in place for you to have that level of consistency and productivity and delivery that you know that you need to have in order to be showing up fully in your business for yourself and for your clients, so that they and you are getting the results that they and you desire. And, really think about it. Would you hire yourself? If you write yourself a job description, write down all the things you do. And this is another great way as well to think about the things that you could be outsourcing in your business. Because if you have a job description for yourself, if you've written down all the things that you know that you need to do in your business, then you're going to map across your skills and capabilities. You're going to map across your fit onto that job description. And listen, if there were areas in that you know that you're not the best person to deliver, that you're not best fit for, then as soon as you can, they're the things that you're going to want to outsource in your business. Don't waste time doing things that A, you're not good at, or B, you have no interest in doing, and see that you can hire in someone who is going to delightfully and gratefully take those things off your hands, so that you can focus on the things that you know that you love doing and the things that bring you joy and that actually give you energy rather than take away from your energy. And so think about that. What is the job description for the role that you do in your business? And what are the elements that you excel at? What are the elements that you would 100% hire yourself for? And what are those things that you really recognize that maybe it's better if someone else does them, or if you can find a way that you don't actually have to do them at all. And listen, if you're bootstrapping at the moment and you don't have the funds to be able to outsource, then please do those things that you know that you don't enjoy as much when you have those periods, those little troughs in your business where it can take you a bit longer, where you can actually just identify those times and focus on those specific things that you know that need doing. You maybe don't really enjoy doing them. So spend some time thinking about it. How are you showing up in your business? Are you someone that would get Employee of the Month, Employee of the Week award? Or are you someone who is inconsistent maybe in your business? Are you someone who has big visions and big dreams and ideas, but then doesn't follow through? Are you someone who thinks, I really want to be doing that, and look at everyone else doing everything I want to do, but then you actually don't do the things, you don't take the action that you know that you need to take to get the results that will move you forward? And it's really important. And it's just this bit of self-reflection. And this isn't about, giving yourself a performance discussion. This is really about giving yourself a performance review. How well are you doing? What are the areas that you know that you can improve on? Maybe there's a habit you need to adopt. Maybe there are some thoughts that you need to adopt. Maybe there's a morning routine, or maybe there's some systems that you need to implement. Maybe you need to start to view yourself differently. Maybe it's about stepping into those CEO shoes and really thinking, how can I elevate myself? How can I really step into that role as a true reflection, as the owner, as the leader of the business that I really am? And self-leadership is so important. Self-awareness is so important too. And, one of the things that you really want to be focusing on is always, for me anyway, I'm a self-development junkie, is, self-development. How can I move that needle in terms of the way I'm showing up in my business? Even if it's just 1% or 0.5% every single day, what can I be doing to become better at what I'm doing? What can I do to become more agile? What can I do to increase the profitability of my business? What can I do to increase the value that I give to my students and to my clients? And, as long as you've got those thoughts in mind, and as long as you're stepping into that identity as the CEO and really recognizing that you do have a job description and that you need to be the best fit for that job description or change the job description, then you are going to move ahead in leaps and bounds in your business. And you will realize that you have made the best hiring decision that you could ever make for your business by investing in, supporting, and believing in yourself. I'm Lara Young, Mindset Coach Podcast. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. That wraps up this week's episode of the Mindset Coach Podcast. Remember to join us next week for another episode and subscribe on your favourite podcast app. Leave us a review if you've loved it, share it with your friends, and I really look forward to learning how you're implementing the tools and techniques that you're learning here. Mindset is everything.